Hi Aries, how you doing? Yeah, we're going to do a reading for you now. We're going to do love reading. So, you know what I figured? We've got how to live your best life in 2018. We've got how to find true love in 2018 for all of the signs. And we've got this general reading coming up for you, and also there's a love reading that's going up, and that was really designed when I did the other love reading. It was where you just see the cards, and that should be up next door to this one. And it was really just to see, you know, what love was, you know, if love was coming in over Valentine's. It was really geared towards people looking for love. But a lot of these readings keep showing people who are either stuck with people or people are still around them and they're having relationship problems. And I thought, you know what, hang on. I don't really feel that I'm doing anything that caters strictly for single people. I mean, I really just don't feel that that's happening in my readings. So from now on, each month, we're going to have a reading for strictly singles, a reading for those of you who are perhaps having relationship problems. So we're going to call it kind of the love and relationship problem reading, I guess, showing up and coming in, and what's coming in for you in the month. And we're also going to have a general, okay? So I'm using my, let's have a look, Pamela Coleman Smith Rider-Waite Tarot. I don't know whether you can see that very closely or not. We're using that one. Let me get comfy. I always got to get comfy. This is my little office. I'm actually looking to rent an office this year, God willing, because I would love to not have like an office space in my home and just have a particular sort of area that, you know, an office that I can go to work and then come home. So that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, let's have a look what's coming in for Aries in terms of love. Single Aries in terms of love. I'm using all uprights as well, because using reversals, I love using reversals, but they tend to put a lot of in-depth shit in there, and people from the past start popping up and all of this type of thing, and it can get very convoluted and very deep and all the rest of it, and we want to try and keep it a little bit lighter than that. So I'm using all uprights in this reading, and if shit shows up, it shows up, but this is, at least I know that I've covered strictly single people. So Universe Spirit, what's coming in for love for Aries in February 2018? Show me. What's coming in for love concerning Aries, Sun, and Rising signs? Aries, Sun, and Rising signs. Aries, Sun, and Rising signs. What do you see coming in terms of love in February 2018? Show me. All right, we're going to split the deck into three. Collect it back up like so. And let's have a look. All right, so I'm going to just lay down these cards, and then we're going to have a little chat. This is for strictly single. Okay. Right. So this reading, remember, is for strictly single people in February 2018. And you guys are the Two of Wands. So I think that right now, it could be in February 2018, you guys have a little bit of a dilemma. Two of Wands can mean when you've got a choice between two paths. So there's two ways you can really look at a Two of Wands in terms of love often, is where you have a choice between two people. You can go either go in that direction or that direction, but it doesn't always mean that you've got somebody else. Sometimes this can mean, well, do I want to stay or do I want to go? But you're not in a relationship for you singles. So this card can be, well, you've got options around you. You're in a bit of a dilemma with the Two of Wands energy. For some of you, it might be that you're showing as the Two of Wands because you're ready to go out there and find love with this Two of Wands. Two of Wands is all about having ambition and having the motivation to go out and start something fresh and something new. I think that you're at a bit of a dilemma though, to be perfectly honest with you, in this reading, Aries. I think it's a dilemma because in your foundation, I can see you guys have got options, but you're not interested. Four of Cups. Four of Cups will show up in a love reading when you've got options. You can see that love is being offered. But why doesn't the guy take the fourth cup? That's the thing. There are three cups that are down below here. And he's looking at this four. And he must have done the same with those three cups. He must have done the same thing. That love was offered to the guy. And he said, no, I don't want it. So I think, Aries, what's happening is in your foundation, the root cause of the situation this month is because you guys do have opportunities for love. But I think that you are either looking for something different with the Four of Cups, because Four of Cups can show up when you're looking for something different, or you're simply not interested in the options that are coming your way. And as a result of that, I think that you guys have, for some of you guys, it might be that you've been very focused on, especially if this is internet dating, because the Three of Coins in terms of love can be where you're socializing. If you're not in a relationship, then this is about getting to know other people. This is also the card that you can see as being watched. So for some of you guys, as a result of that, you might have been actually looking at other profiles or other people, because I feel that in your foundation you're not really interested in the opportunities that are being presented by to you at the moment. And some of you guys, as a result of that, it's either that you're going out, you might be socializing, meeting other people, or you might be looking online, you might be watching to see what talent's out there. Your challenge is the Page of Wands. So for some of you guys, I think that because you're single, it might be with the challenge position being the Page of Wands, it might be that you're lacking in the confidence. You're not getting out there as much. You're not having as much fun. I know how cliched that is. Some of you, it might be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius individual, Aries. But the Page of Wands is all about having fun. And it's all about going out there and exploring life. And, you know, there's a certain curiosity with the Page of Wands when the Page of Wands shows up, Aries. So for some of you guys, your challenge might be, well, you don't know how to have fun. It's not that you don't know how to have fun. You might be shy. You might find it difficult to go out there and find what you're looking for. You might find it difficult to get out there and explore and just let your hair down and have fun. And as a result of that, that's why you guys seem to be struggling in February 2018 if you're single. I'm seeing you guys are struggling with this Ten of Wands energy. All right, you seem to be feeling awfully burdened. Some of you guys might even be feeling slightly sexually burdened. Sexual frustration can be the Ten of Wands energy as well. But it's because your challenge is going out there and having fun and finding what it is that you want. Okay, I think that it is as well that for some of you guys, it could also be with the Two of Wands that, yeah, you are seeking a new direction in terms of love. Because, you know, I've done this reading when I met someone last July, before he came in. 9 months before, I said, would love come in? And I did a reading and it showed the man coming in, and he did 9 months later. But it showed me in the present, ready for a new direction, and I was. It was after somebody else that I kind of liked, it didn't work out, and I was ready for a new direction, sort of, you know, good year and a half later, I was ready to take a new direction, and that showed up. So, and I wasn't making a choice between anybody at all. So don't be fooled that because you got a Two of Wands, you've got a choice between two people. Not all the time. It can be though. This can be also you guys ready to take a new direction, Aries, because in your foundation, it might be that you've been unhappy. So it might be for some of you guys, what could be occurring is as well in February 2018, you're ready to look at somebody different. So you're ready to look for love, but you want to find a different type of partner. And I say that because in your foundation, some of you guys might have been unhappy. The root cause of all of this is that you've been unhappy about what's being presented to you. So it might be for some of you guys, you've been so used to having a certain type of partner in the past, and you're kind of like, fucking hell. Every time I get involved with a tall, dark, handsome stranger, they always end up breaking my heart. I think this time I'll go for a redhead. Or I'll go for somebody who's a little bit studious instead of somebody who's really fit and good looking and blah, 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 and rippling with muscles and stuff. Do you see what I mean? So I think that you guys are potentially looking to take some form of a new direction here with this Two of Wands energy. Because I think that in the foundation, you've not been pleased with what you've found before. So some of you guys might actually be looking to take something a bit different. And as a result of that, you have been possibly, some of you guys, colluding with others, collaborating, talking to other people. I do think some of you guys have been talking to other people. But I think your challenge is the Page of Wands. It might be your challenge is getting enthusiastic as well. Page of Wands will show somebody who's very enthusiastic, very excitable, very passionate, like a Knight of Wands energy. But it might be your challenge is getting enthusiastic, getting excited about whoever it is that you're meeting, and that might be why you guys seem to be struggling to meet someone in February 2018. The most likely outcome, Aries, for love will be the Ten of Coins. So if you're single, this is all about getting to know people. Some of you might be getting to know somebody in work with that Ten of Coins. Some of you guys, Aries, it might simply be that, you know, the most likely outcome is you're going to be getting to know individuals, you know. This is a card about dating, and it's also a card about socialising, eating, having a good time, that type of thing. So more than likely you'll do that. Coming in, you guys will experience a Page of Swords. Now, this could be information, it could be news, communication. Somebody might be telling you something with this Page of Swords energy. Somebody might have been spying on you, for example, with the Page of Swords energy. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it could simply be that you're having just a good old chat, because the Page of Swords in love can also say, well, you get to know people through having extensive conversations. So it might be that there's a lot of communication going on with you and an individual in the immediate future. But I feel that you guys coming in influences coming in is that you're still looking at options. The Seven of Cups, I think you're still looking at options because you're worried about meeting people who are not honest. The Magician in the reverse. Two ways I could look at this card. You're either worried about not meeting you know, potential partners with the Magician in the reverse, or not being able to, not wanting to manifest or start relationships, or you're worried about con men, people who aren't honest with you. I think it's because I get the impression, and the key card for me in this reading, Aries, is the Magician reversed as your fear. Because why are you worried about con men? Why are you worried about people who are dishonest? Why are you worried about confidence tricksters? It must be that's why you guys want to take a different direction. You possibly want to look at different people because you don't trust what you've had before. And that's showing in the Four of Cups here. Might be confidence tricksters. It shows here, I think you guys have been conned. You've been lied to by reversed magicians. And that's what you're trying to avoid. That's why you want to take a different direction, because you don't want any more of this. It's in your foundation. You don't want it. You don't want any more confidence tricksters. This is in your fears and this is in the foundation. Interesting. The overall outcome for finding love for you, single Aries, is the Star in the reverse. Okay, well, it might not be ready to manifest as yet with that Star in the reverse, but that's all right. I just think that you guys are really, really selective in February 2018, single Aries, okay? I want to see why you guys are the Two of Wands. Why is Aries the Two of Wands in February 2018? Why is single Aries, in terms of this love reading, the Two of Wands? Show me. The Ace of Swords. I think that you guys, this is all about the truth, and this is all about breaking away. When you get the Ace of Swords, you get right, it's about breaking away from the past, from something that was in the past, and doing something different. So I definitely feel that you guys are now looking to change tact in terms of a future partner. You're looking for somebody different, because I think that with the Ace of Swords, you're looking to break away from a certain type of individual that you've dated or you've been around in the past with that Ace of Swords. And that's because in your foundation, we've got this Four of Cups showing up here. I think that you guys had a rejection with that Four of Cups here that brought perhaps a bit of a breakdown. Remember that the Tower, I think, is ruled by, Aries, isn't it? The planet Mars. So I think that you guys had, with this Four of Cups, you were rejected with the Four of Cups. And I think that this brought an absolute breakdown. But I also feel with the Tower card, it brought you to a place of epiphany with that Tower energy, okay? Yeah, I think it brought you to a place of, you know, an epiphany, but not just, I don't think it's just about having a breakdown, Aries. I think that you had a real epiphany, a huge life-changing epiphany with that Tower card. And as a result of that, you guys have been experiencing the Three of Coins. Well, some of you guys in the recent past, it might be that you've been building relationships with others and it has brought a certain amount of victory. It might be that you have been, excuse me, I think because in your foundation you've had relationships. Some of you guys might have been rejected with that Four of Cups energy. It might have brought a sense of, so for some of you a breakdown with the Tower energy. For some of you I think it's brought a real epiphany to you. And as a result of that, you know what I think's happened as a result of that? Your focus has been on working on relationships with others. If you want to have victory, if you want to have a successful relationship. So some of you guys, it might be that you've rushed into things with people in the past and not really got to know them. And that's why your fear is the Magician in the reverse, because you've not taken time to know these individuals. So I think that this rejection that you've had with the Four of Cups has brought a great epiphany to some of you guys in your foundation that you need with that Three of Coins to really work towards building trust and strength in a relationship if you want to have success. Your challenge is a Page of Wands. So your challenge might not be yourself. It might be that you're coming up against some very... I want to see why your challenge is this Page of Wands energy showing up here. Well, it's because of strength. That's interesting. Why is the Page of Wands your challenged position? Because of strength. So it might be that you had a message. Now, the message is the Page of Wands, and the holding back card is the Strength card. Okay, so the Strength card is all about holding back on desires. But it's a difficult one to try and work out, because this is both sort of fire energy on this card. So I'm just trying to think. Your challenge is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands could be a person. I don't know whether a person kind of held back on you, but it doesn't make much sense. I'll have to think about those two energies. Sometimes as a tarot reader, you get this blockage coming in and you're like, fuck, what's this trying to tell me? No, I think what it is that it is still with the Page of Wands. I actually think it is you, actually, Aries. I think that your challenge is going out there, letting your hair down, exploration, curiosity, just going out there and having that fun and not giving a shit and not worrying. And I think it's because with the Strength card, you guys have been holding back. You've been holding back in terms of your desires. You don't want to get too excited now. I think something happened to you guys in the past and it made you rethink the whole process of dating for some of you guys. The whole process of dating. And as a result of that, the energies around you guys in love in February 2018, Aries, will be the Ten of Wands. And why is the energy the Ten of Wands? Well, because you're worrying. The Nine of Swords. Okay, I think the energies around you guys in terms of finding love is that you're struggling. You're feeling terribly, terribly burdened. And that's because you're worrying. You're worrying about loss. You're worrying about losing relationships. You're worrying about, well, what if I get involved with someone and it doesn't work out? That's what you guys are worrying about. But the most likely outcome is going to be the Ten of Coins. You know, relationships come through just building trust and building... Sorry, too many cards are falling out there. We're going to see why the most likely outcome for you guys is this Ten of Coins energy. Well, there's an Emperor here. The most likely outcome is you guys are going to find an individual, but this is you as well, the Emperor. I think that the most likely outcome is that it could be for some of you guys, it could be a working situation. Through work, you'll meet someone and this will bring stability to you. Might be some of you guys, you meet an Emperor, for example, within the working environment. Ten of Coins can show up when you're meeting in terms of love, not just long-term relationships and building stable relationships. This can literally be a work card. Some of you guys, it might be that you meet an Emperor, you meet somebody in the workplace, for example. And some of you guys, it might be the most likely outcome is you are going to have a long, stable, strong relationship with someone who's mature and with somebody who isn't going to break your heart and with somebody who's sensible. Because even though the Emperor is an Aries card, we don't always read the Emperor. We're not going to always read it as you. All right, or there's going to be a long-term relationship that will bring stability to you with the Emperor energy. Or you're going to have a long-term relationship with an Emperor. I'm seeing you guys are going to have a long-term relationship with someone. It's just that you're worrying that you're not going to have it. And I think it's because you've been hurt. And I think that you've gone for a certain type. And that type of person keeps hurting you. Which is why you guys have been focusing on changing tact. Coming in, you have the Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords? This can be arguments though. Or it can be research or spying. So this could be looking online as well. So why do we have the Page of Swords coming in for Aries? I see communication coming in with the King of Pentacles. There's somebody showing up. Page of Swords is communication and the King of Pentacles is a person. Some of you guys, this can be male or female, okay? So this is somebody who's looking for a stable relationship. Some of you guys coming in, you've got communication, Page of Swords, or it might be, if this isn't communication, you spot someone here. This could be online because Page of Swords is all about kind of doing your research and you're doing online research as well with that Page of Swords. So you're either meeting somebody online, I feel, or this is going to be direct, because this can be the card of direct communication. This could be communication with the King of Pentacles, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual showing up here for you, or just somebody who's really down to earth and really grounded. So I'm seeing somebody coming in for you, single Aries individuals. However, influences coming in are going to be the Seven of Cups. Why is the influences coming in that Aries will experience? The Seven of Cups, show me. With many people, I think this person's going to be communicating, because the Seven of Cups can be many, and this is communication. This is lots of options. So I think that you're going to meet someone, you're going to communicate with someone. It's either on a dating website or you know, over social media, or this could be somebody in the workplace or whatever it is. But I think that there's going to be many people that this person's going to, many options for communication. I think this person's going to be communicating with many people, to be perfectly honest with you. So you're going to meet someone, but I don't hold out much hope, because I think this person's actually looking at other people. Your fears will be the Magician in the reverse. Let's have a look at why your fears are the Magician in the reverse. Well, I think that your fears are meeting someone who's a Magician in the reverse. There's a female showing here. So, for example, the Queen of Pentacles could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, female, male person, or this could be just another individual, okay? But this isn't you, Aries, okay? Or this is another person. So the Magician in the reverse. This is a liar and a con man. I think that this is a female liar or con man. Or this is somebody who's lied about wanting, because the Magician in the reverse is a liar. And it might be that somebody lied. And the Queen of Pentacles, when you get her in a reading, this is somebody who wants to nurture and grow a relationship. This is somebody who wants to have children. They want to have babies. They want to settle down. They want to get married. I think that for some of you guys, you know, your fears are the Magician in the reverse. And I think it's because you had somebody like this in the past, this Queen of Pentacles energy. I think somebody lied to you, all right? And I think that you guys possibly had a toxic relationship. 2 Capricorns, you might have been with a Capricorn individual. I think there was somebody that you guys were tied to in the past. You've got this Queen of Pentacles and the Devil. The Devil means to be tied to or in a toxic relationship, and there's a Queen sitting here. I think that your fears are the Magician in the reverse, a con man, a liar. And I think it's because you had troubles and you had difficulties with another Queen. Queen, whether it's a male or a female. I think you had difficulties with somebody in the past. The outcome for this situation is the Star in the reverse. Why is the outcome for Aries singles finding love in February 2018 the Star reverse? Show me. Alright, I think that this doesn't go anywhere. You've got the Star reverse and the 5 of coins. So I'm seeing that this will not happen. It's not going to be the, you know, it's not going to, this isn't the person that you're destined to be with the Star in the reverse, because the relationship lacks any type of grounding with that 5 of coins. Okay, there's a lack of any type of strength or any type of real understanding within this relationship. Some of you guys might abandon this person. This person might shut you out, because often I've seen the 5 of Pentacles showing an earth sign shutting somebody else out. So it might be that this relationship doesn't happen, I feel, with the Star in the reverse here. I don't see this happening. All right, with whoever this person is that's coming in. Rest assured that you've got a relationship coming in. You've got a long-term relationship coming in, either with an Emperor, Aries, but this is going to be way down the line. Not even way down the line, but I don't think it'll be February. I think you just need to wait. The most likely outcome is you're going to find a long-term relationship with someone, and I think this person's going to build your trust up. I think this person's really going to build your trust up, and they're going to restore your faith in love again, you single Aries. But right now, I don't think that this person, whoever this King of Pentacles, right now the universe is saying you are going to have some form of communication here with a King of Pentacles. But I think that this person's looking at other options and communicating, because the Eight of Wands is, when you get cards with many, many things, somebody's doing many, many things on it. Eight of Wands is all about proactivity. It's about travel. It's about communication. Lots of communication is the Eight of Wands, with many options. I think this person's communicating with many other people. And therefore the outcome is, well, they're not going to be your soulmate, they're not your twin flame, they're nothing. This situation is not going to manifest, because the 5 of Pentacles in the upright, you guys just aren't on the same page. Might be that this person blocks you out, might be that you end up blocking this individual out, but I don't see you guys coming together with this individual. Let's get this reading very quickly again for Aries. You single Aries for love in February 2018. Right now, you guys are looking for a new direction in terms of love, and you're severing ties with the past with the Ace of Swords. You might be looking for a different type of partner, because you've had so many partners that are kind of the same sort of thing, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, actually, I wouldn't mind just trying someone else out. And I think it's because in your foundation, the root cause of all of this is because you guys have been rejected, and I think that rejection led to some huge epiphany with the Tower energy that you guys needed to really work on building relationships with people, because by building, really taking your time to build up and get to know an individual is going to bring you the victory that you seek with that Six of Wands. Okay, and I feel that, you know, this is what it is. It might also be, when I look at that Three of Coins, no, I think it's that. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to get too technical about the reading. But yeah, I think that it's brought in this huge epiphany with that Tower that you need to really work on building, because the Three of Coins is all about building teamwork. It's all about having a skill set, working on your skills, having other people recognize you for who you are, for what skills you carry. So it's almost like you guys with this Tower energy are recognizing that, you know, there's been a huge epiphany that what you need to do is you need to be recognized for what you can bring. So it's more than what you look like. It's more than whether you're good in bed. It's more than what your body looks like. It's more about you. And I think there's a recognition here with this Tower. There was an understanding after you were rejected for the how manyth time that, you know what, actually I really need to build up a rapport in relationships if I'm going to have the success, the recognition and the victory that I seek. Because your challenge is the Page of Wands. And that's getting out there. That's how the Page of Wands is all about, having confidence. So your challenge is having confidence, Aries, in yourself, to go out there and be yourself. Because the Page of Wands is always himself, always. So I think really what we're looking at within this reading is it's not you. It's not you. It's the people that you've been going for. But I think you recognise that, because you guys are looking for a new direction and cutting. When you get an Ace of Swords is also about cutting the past out, cutting things out and doing something different. So you guys are actually saying, you know what, actually, I need a new direction, because I've been going for the same old. Some of you guys might be going for buff people, really good looking people, really this people, that people, but all they've brought you was a whole heap of problems, and you're saying, actually, I'm going to try something different. Some of you older ladies, if any of you guys are older and watching this, you might be, I don't know, 40s, 50s, you might have been going out with 20-year-olds. You might say, oh, you know, I've been going out with loads of 20-year-old guys or 20-year-old girls, and they're good looking and all the rest of it, but they've brought me nothing more than unhappiness. So maybe I need to go for somebody my own age. I think you're looking to do something different because you've been hurt by a certain type of individual. For some of you Aries, single people, because your challenge is that the Page of Wands, it's getting out there and just knowing that you can be yourself, because you're so held back with that Strength card. The Strength card is about inner confidence, but it's also about holding back on your desires. Your desire is to be the Page of Wands. Go out there, let your hair down, not give a shit, enjoy yourself, but you're so held back on doing that. And that's why the energy around you in February 2018 for love, for you single Aries, is you're going to be struggling, Ten of Wands. Why are you struggling? You're struggling with yourself. Because you think that if you get into a relationship, you're going to lose it. It's not going to work out. Because all you're going to do is find some other piece of horse shit that's going to do the same thing to you. But the universe is saying, no, Aries, no, there is a long-term relationship either coming in with an Emperor, somebody who's mature, somebody who knows how to respect and show a lady or a man value, values themselves and is able to value others also. Or you're going to have a long-term relationship, the Ten of Coins energy, that is really going to build your confidence in yourself again. It's going to give you back your self-respect. It's going to give you back your happiness. It's going to give you back your confidence. It's going to give you back your self-worth. It's going to put you back on the throne where you belong, Aries. Because I do feel that some of you guys have lost your confidence. But we know that Aries people are confident. You should be a lot Leos. You're very similar to a Leo as far as I'm concerned. I know a few Aries. I've got Aries. I've got a Leo sister and an Aries sister. And both of those sisters, boy, are they leaders. One is the ram, one is the lion. They are not. You know, one of them comes across as a bit timid. My big sister Pat, she's a lovely, beautiful girl. But she's got a steel core. This is the thing. So you guys need to get your mojo back. And it will come. It will come. In the meantime, though, you guys in February will be communicating. It's either you're doing something online around this King of Pentacles, because the Page of Swords, we look at the word spying with the Page of Swords, but all it's doing is a bit of research and looking around online, looking on computers and stuff. So it might be that you're and this is also text messaging. When you get the Page of Swords, it's about messenger. So this can either be verbal communication, but usually I found with the verbal communication off the Page of Swords that this is usually like aggressive communication with the Page of Swords. So I would say possibly you're going to be doing a lot of, some of you guys might be communicating verbally, but I feel a lot of you are going to be text messaging and typing away. So this is going to be like electronic email is the Page of Swords with the King of Pentacles. I'm seeing you guys communicating regardless of whether it's text message. A lot of you might be text messaging, it might be emailing, writing stuff on social media, you know, that type of thing, putting your photograph up there, putting theirs up, that type of thing. You're going to be doing a lot of communication with the King of Pentacles. Could be male or female, could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be somebody who's got lots of money, somebody who's a businessman or a businesswoman, somebody potentially who you might work with, for example, somebody who could be very down to earth, somebody who might work in manual labour as well, because King of Pentacles can be, I think it's a blue collar worker as well as white collar. However, what you'll experience is that this person is looking at many people. They're communicating. The Eight of Wands is a lot of communication with many. So this person you'll find is actually not just communicating with you. They're communicating with other people. Or it might be that you're doing... But I think that this is more them that's doing this more than anything else. Your fears are meeting a magician, a liar. Liar and a deceiver is magician in the reverse. Because you had a very toxic relationship, I feel, with that devil energy with another individual, the Queen of Pentacles, male or female. The outcome is this relationship with this King of Pentacles dude that shows up has nowhere to go. This star energy, this person, you're not aligned with this person. This person is not your destiny with the star in the reverse. You're not destined to be with whoever this individual is, because you guys are on completely different paths. There is a certain stagnancy, or there is some form of unstable energy. There is a lack as well. This is a relationship that is very much a poverty conscious relationship. You guys don't really fit with that Five of Pentacles as well. It might also be with the Two of Coins. Five of Coins can be affairs and people who third party situations as well. So you might find with the star energy that this is going nowhere. This person, you're not destined to be with them, because it might be that they're stepping out with somebody else as well. Or this person might shut you out, or you might end up shutting them out. Just saying, you know, I'm not going to continue with this. Love is going to come in for you guys. It is written in the stars. There is a long-term relationship with an Emperor. Or there's a long-term relationship coming in, Aries, that is going to give you back your confidence, I feel, with this Emperor energy. You just need to wait. You just got to kiss a few frogs before you meet a prince or a princess. All right, that's your reading for love for February 2018 for you single Aries. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I will speak to you guys soon. Take care.